All right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. I'm sorry we missed it last week, but I lost somebody true and dear to me. She was like a second mother to me. Rest in peace, Diane Thornton. Long time friend of
Condolences.
the family. Yeah, it was rough though. That's why we didn't bring you. Well, I didn't bring you a show because Kenny is always ready. He always ready for action. But I was a little bit down in the dumps, so I had to get some things going and stuff like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, first we want to give you a round of applause for tuning in. We love that you guys are here, guys and gals are here. We love you very much. Hey, little girl lost. Long time no see. How are you doing? Great to have you here. Yeah, we got a great show in store for you today. We are going to go over some MOTU stuff because, yeah, I wanted to give it to you guys, but I was in a really dark place and I would have cursed at you guys and stuff like that. So,
Especially with the movie.
yeah.
And that,
It
that
was
wouldn't
like a double whammy.
have,
It was
that
like a
wouldn't have
double
helped
whammy.
situations at all, would it?
Yeah, it was like a double whammy. I wasn't in the mood for it. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. We lost a wonderful. She was a wonderful woman. She was like a mother to me too. Her daughter and I are very good friends. But we got a good show in store for you guys tonight. We're gonna do some action. We're gonna bust open a couple of action figures. Then we are going to go and go over some movie reviews and talk about Yojo June. And the conversation is going to drift after a while. So, yeah, we're going to get it going. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Uncle Nerd, and this is my wonderful co host, OG Dick Richards. OG Dick Richards, tell them about your week or tell them what you've been getting into, what's been going on. In the meantime, I'm going to post it to my friends and socials, and he be here, but I'm posting it to my friends and socials, ladies.
Yeah, you'll be here, but there. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
man, my week has been super slow because it's been almost like a kicking week. I had a few days off. I'm just kind of decompressing, like slowing things down because I had a hell of a time at work. Some bullshit came up that you're aware of. I love the music. That's my Price is Right shit, right?
I got you a new one.
Love it.
Let me know how the sounds out there, ladies and gentlemen. If the music's over,
love that shit. But yeah, I'm having a kind of I feel like I should be selling y'all a used car or some shit too right now with the way this shit sounds in the background. But I'm decompressing, man. I had a nice, slow, boring kind of week right now. I'm kicking it. I actually got a whole bunch of action figures in front of me. With Action Force Series 6 and the black coming out. That means to me, I bought a whole bunch of figures, yes, but that also means to me I'm gonna be breaking those figures for parts and kit bashes. Because Action Force, I'm gonna be honest, I don't buy it for the characters per se, because I'm not into the story of any of that shit. I buy it because it's swappable, part swap. You make your own shit, and you can fold them into classified or whatever the fuck else you want to do. So right now, I broke my box because since I moved here, my Action Force just been boxes. And since I moved, I finally broke all my shit out because I got a new shit coming. So I've been taking apart these motherfuckers piece by piece, limb by limb. And I got a bad case of action figure hands. You know when you've been pulling pieces apart all day long, your fingertips get kind of raw and shit. I got that shit going because I've been ripping off heads and arms and swapping things around. Because I have a bunch of shit on pre-order, but I already scouted the parts I'm gonna be using for the shit I want to kind of make out of the shit I'm buying. So shit, that maybe that's my disease already because I don't even have the shit on hand, but I already have the shit pre-order. It's coming in the mail probably next week of beer. Right. But the shit I want to use it for, I'm already breaking the parts down. I got right now I got figures sitting on the table to my right, missing arms, missing different limbs, and
broken. You already kit bashed them and shit.
They're ready. So by the time I get the box from Valiverse, like next week, all I gotta do is open those figures up, put the heat gun to them, pull them apart, and bam, swap them, ready to go. Cause I get excited about shit I buy, especially when I know that shit's coming soon. I get to pulling pieces apart and getting shit ready to go. So my table on my right looks like a little workbench right now, and that's usually my incense table and shit with all kinds of crystals and all that nonsense. Table? Yeah, it's exactly that. But right now it's an action figure graveyard with Action Force figures and pieces and bits and bobs ready to go for next week hopefully. Cause man, all that new shit, it's highly detailed now. Valiverse stepping them up, all the vests and I got that big ass tin coming with fucking all the vests and belts and all that shit too. So it's gonna be a lot of fun part swapping coming up, man. I'm looking forward to this shit. You know, it's gonna be a very autistic feeling week when I get that shit going, because it's hard to pry me off my fucking action figure kit bash once the shit gets going. Because they're doing all kinds of shit now. They got soft goods and shit they're working into it.
I'm just waiting for those World War II action figures.
Oh yeah, 1945 Valiverse. That's gonna be good. Action Force. Yo, and they showed off the Germans already, which I'm glad they're actually committing to doing everybody from the conflict. Germans, Japanese, and Americans and Italians. That's good shit. I'm gonna have to ask Valor though. I'm gonna have to ask Valor when he does the Japanese. Can you please include bloody aprons and
that's terrible.
And like butcher knives and like rice bowls full of blood and stuff, like bloody rice bowls with like eyeballs and fingers and stuff in them. Like yakitori spleens on sticks.
So what made you say that? Why would they need to have cannibalistic parts?
Because it's a known fact in the 1940s, World War II, one of the top one of the more well-known atrocities in World War II, Japan, was cannibalism. They were known cannibals, and the reason why we have seasonings like MSG is we discovered it in their ration package because they were using MSG to enhance the flavor of human meats. And then, hell, you can look it up on YouTube. One of our presidents, George Bush Sr. was almost captured by Japanese forces, and those forces had a known cannibal base, which they were cooking and eating people, and he was going to get kidnapped by that same group of cannibals.
That's absolutely terrible.
It's terrible, but that's what happens. The Japanese people were chewing people the fuck up like yakitori. So I think if Valiverse wants to be like fully committed to what he's doing and accurate within that war setting, yeah, you gotta include some kind of Japanese terror chef with like a samurai sword looking. You know those tuna knives they had, those big gigantic tuna knives? Yeah. You gotta give them like a big giant tuna knife and a bloodied apron, a couple of rice bowls or something, and like a sushi chef hat. Like, you know when you go to Hibachi and they got the hats on, one of them hats. I think that shit would be fire. Tell me you wouldn't get you a cannibal chef and like some subordinates and shit. I'm just looking forward to all the accessories that are gonna come out of this, dude. You're gonna have all kinds of cool trench weaponries and shit. Trench knives, fucking World War II era katanas, all kinds of German knives and shit too. The accessory packs are gonna be fun off of that.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, I want to talk to you guys about...
Get the fingertip covers.
Yeah, right? Totally forgot. Forget it. Totally forgot. But yeah.
I love that music, by the way.
Oh, no. Listen, guys out there, is the music too much over? Because this is Kenny's theme.
No, but
whenever he,
I feel like I should be wearing some kind of fucking cheap suit with like a pattern on it when this music is playing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But they don't understand. You're literally filling them in on like your weekly, on like what goes on.
I should be wearing a leisure suit or some shit with this shit going.
All right.
Perfect. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we got a good show in store for you guys today. Again, I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. Had a bunch of stuff going on. Lost a good friend / family member and everything like that. So, you know, it was just rough. But we are going to give you a good show today, guys. We're going to get it going. I took some notes. Guys.
Yeah, we're going balls deep.
I took some notes because y'all going to hear about how I feel about this Master Universe.
You loved it. You loved it, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can tell by your expression you absolutely loved it.
Yeah, we loved it.
You're over the moon.
Yeah, I loved it. I need it. I want it.
Yeah. I heard you saw like multiple times, didn't you? Holy Christ.
I saw it twice. I went and saw it
did
twice.
You? Really?
Yep. Because I didn't want anybody talking, saying like, "Oh,
you had to confirm the tragedy."
I didn't see that in the movie.
You had to check the body to make sure it was dead, huh?
It was terrible. It was absolutely fucking terrible. It was terrible. That shit was terrible. That shit was a slap in the face to every Master Universe fan that ever that ever. I mean, like, and then what get me is that people was like, it was a look. They see, you know how it goes, right? The talking heads say one thing and then they all repeat it. It was a love letter to the. No, it wasn't no love letter. That shit was trash. That shit was straight trash. It was trash. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up. What was that? Master Universe, right? I would actually even say the 1987 movie was better than that shit.
Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah, that shit was trash, and I hate that movie. I hate that movie. But this one was trash. It was straight trash. It was garbage.
So if you had to watch one, you're gonna pick the 80s one.
I would pick the 87 one. I would pick the 87 one. Boy, where do I begin with this fucking movie? It was just terrible.
Anything good about it that you liked?
Anything good?
Skeletor's appearance.
Skeletor,
maybe?
that was
how
it.
he looks.
And for Jared Leto to be like the major highlight of a film, that's a problem. And I love Jared Leto, but everybody's not a Jared Leto fan like myself. I like Jared Leto, and please, ladies and gentlemen, pardon the back there. I am they're remodeling the house again, so they're starting from the third, and I had to put away a lot of my stuff because they're gonna have to tear these walls down and do all that. Everything again. Let me know how the music is coming over my conversation. I don't want the music muffling out either OG Dick Richards or myself.
You're fine. At least on my end, it sounds fine.
Okay. But boy, let me bring this up for you guys. Look, first, let me share it with you.
You sound super happy when you're talking about this movie.
Yeah,
I can tell by your voice.
Happy. Did you have to really talk about that garbage? Wow. Thank you for stopping through Unapologetically Dope. Wonderful longtime friend of Tough Nerd Toys. Thank you so very much. We greatly appreciate that.
Oh, my chicken sandwich.
For her, give a round of applause. Give a round of applause to Little Girl Ross. Give a round of applause to Shamika. And yeah, here we go. Again, before I go any further, is the music drowning out the show? Just let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the music is fine. Okay, got you. I just wanted to make sure. Because it was one time I did a show, that shit was loud as hell. It was like... All right. So,
I'll tell you what, though, the thing is on our end, it probably sounds different because we're not on the listening end. Like, I'm not listening to the show because I can't really tell itself.
Okay, so let me make sure I turn the sound off of this. And we are going to get it going, ladies and gentlemen, because this was a fucking travesty.
That's a travesty.
Travesty.
You're pulling out the big dictionary words.
Yeah, no, it was terrible. It was terrible. Okay. Master Universe, the movie that dismantled everything MOTU ever was. The new Master Universe movie wasn't just a miss, it was a full-on dismantling of every version of masculine MOTU I've loved since childhood. Every era, every interpretation, every heroic, larger-than-life energy that defined He-Man, stripped down, softened, mocked, or replaced. And those member berries they tried to sprinkle in, they did not hit it all, not even close. Instead, we got a shitty cosplay looking, and you know what? I can't even say cosplay looking. This looked like a musical. We got a shitty cosplay looking Power Rangers-esque waste of time and potential. And guess what? The movie flopped exactly like I said it would. Some of the reasons the 1987 flop came right back to haunt this one, because it was done on Earth. No one wants to see He-Man on Earth. Nobody really wants to see He-Man on Earth. All right?
That's a mistake. Huge mistake.
Honestly, I'd watch the crappy 1987 movie over this again. I'd even rewatch the last season of MOTU Revolution, which I actually enjoyed. And I want to emphasize last season because Revelations was trash too. If they ever make another MOTU movie, do this instead. Because if Hollywood wants to try again, they need to stop disrespecting the brand and fans. Here's the blueprint. Cut the lame jokes, 1. Most of those felt flat. Some were inappropriate. None fit the MOTU tone. 2, fix character representation and stop race swapping. Fans want characters that look like the lore or the cartoon, not studio experiments and shit like that. 3, cast people who actually look like MOTU characters, wrestlers, MMA fighters, gym built dudes, not actors who look like they wandered from a CW auction.
Oh no.
4, stop
See,
putting
no.
He-Man on Earth. This is the #1 reason the first movie failed. Nobody wants MOTU on Earth in movie 1. Save that for movie 3 or 4, if you even get that far. 5, upgrade the CGI. Cringer and Beastman look like early 2000s video game cutscenes, unacceptable in 2026. 6, stop making the men incompetent or goofy, and stop writing female characters who constantly berate them, subtly or aggressively.
Oh, no.
It's tired, it's lazy, it's not Masters of the Universe. Okay. 7, stop gender swapping characters. Roboto is not a female character, and definitely not one who despises Man-at-Arms, his creator, friend, father, depending on the lore. This was a pointless, disrespectful change. 8, stick to the lore, or at least something close. MOTU has decades of world building. Use it. And finally, the comic shop scene. This was the moment the MOTU that the movie showed its true colors. It mocked collectors, mocked MOTU fans, and mocked men who love pop culture. If you didn't catch the insult, you weren't paying attention. Know when you're being insulted. It was a mess. That movie was a fucking mess. It was a mess. Why people are saying like it's the best thing ever or whatever the case may be, it's I don't get it. Because see, first off, when people start telling me like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, oh, you don't know this, you don't know that, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Because you know why? I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you. All right. Well, you know what? Let me go. Let's look who directed and created this crap. All right. Because see, you can tell that a bunch of different hands had their grubby little hands inside of this movie. Okay. Director Travis Knight, writers Chris Butler, Aaron Nee, Adam Nee, and there's another tab over here which shows you more. Stars Nicholas Gatzline or Camila Mendez, Idris Elba, and I love Idris Elba in anything, but this wasn't hitting. This was not hitting at all. This was not hitting at all. This did nothing but anger me for some apparent reason. It got me very angry. I mean, they made Man-at-Arms seem like a drunken goof, or like he was a goof, or whatever the case may be. Whereas though, if you ever knew anything about Master Universe, Man-at-Arms was known throughout the Eternia as being a creator, an inventor, a wise man, a warrior. You know what I mean?
Did he still have his thing going with the sorceress?
No, this was just a mess. It was a complete mess. It was disrespect to the brand, to the lore, everything. They could have just left this shit out. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. And then, like I said before, that it was gonna flop. It flopped. They made Roboto a woman female robot that was disrespectful to Man-at-Arms and stuff like that. And no lore was Roboto ever disrespectful to Man-at-Arms. Even the one where he came from another planet, that and they turned him into a woman that was mad at Man-at-Arms or berating him for being a drunk. Yeah, not only that, Man-at-Arms was a drunk throughout the movie, and pretty much a portion of the film. I mean, Trapjaw looked good, but at the same token, he wasn't built.
You should have yoked him out more.
People from Eternia are like these beings from Eternia are big muscular human beings, or big muscular humanoids and shit like that. They need to be big and muscular. The guy who played Adam, skinny as fuck, bro. Skinny as fuck. Like no cuts, no anything like that. Am I a big giant muscular dude? No, but I'm bigger than him.
You can CGI this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like a lot of people like, well, you can't find people that look like He-Man. Yes, you can, because Arnold Schwarzenegger did. And it's a ton of guys out there that look like Arnold Schwarzenegger and that can act. That could have played Prince Adam. No, that could have played He-Man. Now, I feel as though if
He-Man don't need Shakespearean level acting.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Essentially, see, this is what a lot of people fail to realize. Essentially, what Masters of the Universe was, it was essentially the kid version of Conan the Barbarian. Yes. Because Mattel couldn't get the license for Conan the Barbarian. They were going to get it at first, but they weren't able to get it. Why? Because once Conan the Barbarian hit theaters, Mattel had to turn their back on it because it was too violent. They thought it was just going to be like a little barbarian movie. And during that time, Master Universe was very big. It was a very big brand. I mean, at that time, the barbarian thing going on was a very big thing. So they capitalized on it. I hate it when I saw the trailer months ago. They shit the bed. Absolutely. I totally agree. And see, when people start telling me like, oh, Danae, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I do. I collect Origins. I collect the Filmation. I have collected the Masterverse. I collect the old, like the Mattel Super or whatever the case may be, the MOTU Classics. You can't tell me shit. And again, you have these fly-by-night fans that come on there. They know nothing about Mark Taylor. They know nothing about where Master Universe essentially came from. Where it essentially came from was basically Conan the Barbarian, Thundar the Barbarian, Black Star, and a few other, and actually the 19, I think it came out in the 60s. So I remember as a little boy seeing like reruns of it, The Adventures of Samson. And yeah, it was just a mess. It was a mess. Then you have people up there like, oh, it's supposed to be a love letter. It's not no love letter. It's it's the emasculation of Master Universe. And that's the reason why it flopped. I told everybody it was going to flop. The minute I saw it was on Earth, I knew it was going to flop. I knew it was going to flop. The lore was all over the place. The movie was all over the place. Trap Jaw looked good, but no, you need big muscular dudes to be playing these guys. And you can find these people and either use wrestlers, use gym rats. You know what I'm saying? It's a ton of big dudes out there that can act. Or if you feel as though they can't act, CGI some lines over them or AI some lines over them and stuff like that, since you're using AI so much. This was a mess. And then like it was these awkward ass fucking jokes that were inappropriate. All right, 1 minute you got He-Man killing everything, which I don't mind, but you got to pick whether you want this to be slated for children or slated for adults. You know? Because you have some people, the reason why they feel as though I'm wrong, because the only thing they were ever introduced to when it came to Master Universe was the Filmation version. And no, there are so many different versions of He-Man. I grew up with this stuff that was before Filmation, when Mark Taylor and other artists were drawing the books, when Sunshine Books would sometimes write stuff. And it was the theme that was running then. And if you watch the very first commercial of Master Universe, the theme that was running at that time was a post-apocalyptic Eternia. It was pretty much similar to like a Mad Max, Conan the Barbarian world. Because Eternia, by the time He-Man comes around, Eternia had sunk down into its lowest state. All right? He-Man was a wandering barbarian from a tribe, and he would get his power from his chest band. Yeah, do your lore. It's not all Filmation. And I'm gonna be honest with you, past the first cartoon, I didn't like the Filmation version as a kid because the artwork and animation, and rest in peace, Lou Scheimer. I love Lou Scheimer. I love other work that he's done, but I did not like what he did to He-Man. Why? Because I was introduced to the mini comics that came with the toys. The mini comics that came with the toys were they were like very adult themed. They were mature. They were fighting a lot. It wasn't there were some books where like He-Man cut like he swatted, you knew he just killed this person, especially in the Sunshine Books and stuff like that. And even if you want to go past the Filmation one, The New Adventures of He-Man, I watched that. I read the comic books. Then I absolutely love the 2000X He-Man. 2000X He-Man was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, toys too were tremendous.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Four Horsemen sculpted.
Yes, they were. Mike Young did the 2000X He-Man, and it was. They say, well, I do understand that He-Man is a very odd brand to sell, especially to newer generations, because for me, I grew up in that era where it was big muscular guys and action heroes and so on and so forth. And the theme was just all about being a man, being masculine, being strong, being big, toting big guns, having big swords, so on and so forth. And I'm glad that I grew up in that era. I'm very glad. So I mean, for them to have it grasp onto this newer generation, they're going to have to reimagine the formula, but they don't have to change it completely to where as though they strip the core elements of He-Man and the Master Universe into something that's pretty much made for a quote unquote modern day audience. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. That's the reason why this movie flopped.
Hey, but they had his name tag with his pronouns on it. That was funny, right?
Yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. And what I thought, see, again, I'm the person that pulls things apart. I pull it I pull things apart. I really dissect things. That's why I went and saw it twice. And yes, you can't tell me to shut up, especially if I spent my money on something. I'm going to speak my mind.
God bless. Twice.
I'm going to speak my mind. Again, like, you know, you go around and you talk about like, oh, you don't know this. I said, you don't even know who I am. You don't even know what I do, because on my Facebook, hold up, on my Facebook, I had one guy constantly tell me like, oh, you don't know this. You went and got it from Wikipedia. And I didn't even bother to respond to him. Why? Because he don't know. He's talking out the side of his ass. He has no idea who I am, what I do. I'm actually older than him. Then when I look at his profile, he up there hugging a teddy bear or some shit like that. Like, is
this the Idris it should be a dude should be black guy?
Yeah. They want him to be
man of arms should be black. Like yeah.
That's another thing.
Show me where the race on the character is mentioned in the lore and shit like that.
Race does mean it.
Love hearing it.
Race does mean it. But you can't. That's just like me getting somebody to portray you, or somebody having a white guy portray me. A fat white guy that's 4'11" portray me. You're like, that ain't the name, man. Like, race does matter. He said I gave the movie 15 minutes, and yeah, the CGI in it was absolutely terrible. Race does matter. They'd be like, oh, it doesn't. It does matter. It does matter. That's why most of those movies where they race swap, this shit flops. You could have easily added in Malaktha. You could have done Clamp Champ. You could have done Decker. It's tons of black people in the Master Universe world that they could have put in there. No, they had to make, and again, I love Idris Elba. I think he's a phenomenal actor. Absolutely love him, but I don't think he was perfect for Man at Arms. I need handlebar mustache, and then the guy gonna tell me, oh, Man at Arms never had him. Originally, he didn't have a mustache. I said, no, I know why they gave him a mustache. That's when Filmation, Lou Scheimer got a hold of Man at Arms. That's when he gave him a mustache, because before that, they felt as though the story was too harsh and too rough for children to market to children when it first got out there. So what did they do? They made Man at Arms, Adam's mentor. There was no Adam originally. There was no Adam. It was only He-Man, and Man at Arms was pretty much like a partner, a buddy that he would link up when they fuck up Skeletor. They fight Skeletor and them other monsters and terrible humanoids and spiritual fucking entities and shit and cyborgs on that planet. You know? Again, you don't know your lore. You don't know what you're talking about. So you can't correct me on it and shit like that. If anything, do your research. You know what I mean? Like, trying to tell me like, oh, you don't know this. I said, brother. Then when I told it to him, he just got quiet. I said, I know what I'm talking about. I said, you're new to this, not me. You're new to this. Hell, I've probably been, and I hate to throw my age out there like that, or I'll be one of them fucking old motherfuckers that's like, oh, well, when I've been around longer than you, but I have been around longer than you and collecting longer than you. I said, let me see your collection. I got more Master Universe stuff put away than you possibly have in your whole collection. Upon He-Man being released in 1982, I was on it. Got Kratz Castle Grayskull, Ram. I could tell you my first figures too. Faker, Trapjaw, He-Man, and Ram Man, and Merman. Those are my first figures. Back when they had the rubber band down there and shit. So you can't tell me anything. Oh my God, look at this monster. This monster is the best promotion. Hey, Tina Burns, how are you, sweetie? I'm up here schooling these cornballs and these normies about Master Universe because they feel as though they can tell me why I should and should not like, or why I should have liked the Master Universe movie, which I think was absolutely horrendous. It was a smack in the face. It was the worst Master Universe movie I think they have ever created. I would watch the Netflix series before I watched that again. It was straight garbage. It was garbage. It was just nothing but, it wasn't a love letter to Master Universe fans. The best part of the whole film was Jared Leto. The CGI on here looked crazy. Adam was too skinny. Skeletor was the best part of that movie.
If Skeletor's already CGI, why didn't they CGI more muscle on him?
I don't know.
He's already CGI. Go the extra step.
Look at how skinny this guy is. This is supposed to be Fisto. Fisto's actually up there equivalent, if not stronger than He-Man in certain aspects. Fisto, like, you know, it's Straight garbage. Straight garbage. Evil Lynn looked like Auntie.
Yeah, hey, did Tila and Evil Lynn ever not wear pants? Like, do they ever show their legs off in this?
Absolutely, I totally agree with you, Wild Teats. Weasel Teats, I think it is. I want to get that correctly. Longtime friend of Tough Nerd Toys and supporter of Tough Nerd Toys, ladies and gentlemen. He said live action movies using comic book and animation source materials has always been a crapshoot. TMNT, Sin City, The Shadow, beloved titles are all, that all irked the shit out of me. Really? You didn't like Sin City? Sin City was good. That was the closest they came to the comic book. Sin City, well, if you're talking about the second one, but the first one, absolutely love it. The Shadow, I absolutely love too. I enjoyed The Shadow too. Now, TMNT, it was no, you didn't like it? You didn't like Sin City?
I thought Sin City was perfect.
Yeah, me too.
Much.
I enjoyed Sin City, but we all have our
some scenes were shot for shot.
Yeah. Did you ever read the Frank Miller books of Sin City? It was pretty much spot on. Like
shot for shot from the page.
Yeah, that's what
crazy.
I'm saying. I was surprised that they had got it on the screen because when they first said that they were going to do Sin City, I was like, they're going to chop this shit. Watchmen was actually good too. Again, it was closer to the comic book than a lot of this stuff that they're putting out now. I enjoyed it. But I did not enjoy Master Universe. This new 2026. I told you guys months before it was released that it was going to flop. Everybody was like, I said, it's going to flop. Trust me, it's going to flop. And what did it do? Well, everybody it's going to make its money back on the no. Once they push that shit out there, that's it. I told everybody, and the thing about it is, I waited while the weekend was over to post my my opinion on Facebook. I waited before the weekend was over to post my opinion, and I told everybody, I said, I told you it was going to be garbage. I told you. The minute I saw he was a skinny ass He-Man, the minute I saw it was on Earth and the he/him pronouns. The minute I saw it was like them just making a mockery of Master Universe. They made it seem like Man-at-Arms was this arrogant, kind of arrogant drunkard throughout the film and shit like that. And then they just turn him and both he and what's his name, Roboto, into comic relief. I was like, that's enough. Man-at-Arms, no, I'm sorry. That's not the He-Man. Even if you get it, and a lot of people are like, well, the Filmation series was, it was funny, but not that funny sometimes. Most of the time it was Skeletor doing shit. It wasn't that funny. It wasn't comedic riddle. And that's another thing too. They didn't know, all right, you want to slate this for children, but yet and still you have adult jokes going in there, and they kept saying them. He was like, you fist him, I'm gonna fist him, and you give him head. I was like, come on, man, that's corny.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was like, that's corny, man. Stop.
It's corny.
That's corny.
Then
They kept saying it. He said, you do your fisting thing. I was like, all right, we get it. You ever have somebody tell you a joke is not funny, and they won't let it die?
Shit? Yeah.
They just shit, and you tell them
for
either
kids.
You don't laugh and you just stare at them, or you just be like, it's not funny, nigga. Shut up. It's not funny.
Yeah, funny. Wow, but hold on. That in a movie that's supposed to be aimed for predominantly kids?
Yeah, aimed for children. Right. But you talking about fisting, it was a lot of little sexual innuendo jokes and stuff like that. Look at this. Look how skinny Fisto is. Look how skinny he is. You get goons and people from the gym to play these characters. Because if you know anything about Eternia, Eternia is pretty much Earth, but before, if you want to get biblical with it, it's where before humans became imperfect. That's why they're more durable. That's why they're more muscular on that planet and everything. Queen Marlena looked good. There you go. There go Triclops, your boy.
With his fucking sniper rifle?
Yeah. And he didn't really do anything. He just got
the famed sniper Triclops?
Yeah. No muscles. I guess this was supposed to be Spike Ore.
Nah, that Spike Ore looks all the way wrong. It looks like he looks like straight up off of the CW. Well, that is straight to video.
I told you.
Ew, he looks like something off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
It's garbage. It was garbage. It was.
Yeah, that's a
garbage.
Buffy villain, yo.
Evelyn looked like your cranky auntie. She not hot. That's Beast Man. That's the CGI for Beast Man.
He looks like he's from the Cats. Remember that Broadway musical Cats?
There's Tila.
We ever see? Do we see Tila's legs in this thing, or is she just wearing pants the whole way through?
She wears this little skirt-like thing. Now she looked okay as a sorceress, but I mean, like, what the fuck?
Nah, that's not the sorceress I know.
That was Ram Man, and they made. He looked weird. He was weird looking.
It looks like his pads are doing all the work. He's a skinny dude in big pads.
I don't know why they decided to do this like this. I knew it was gonna flop.
Let me ask you this though: is this movie passable if viewed as a parody comedy kind of thing?
I would say, yeah, but it's a It's. I didn't even find it funny because like the jokes are not funny. The jokes aren't funny. Like it was a lot of like.
I mean, no. I'll put it like this: not intentionally funny. Like how the Street Fighter movie Van Damme is funny because it's bad. Like is it one of them movies where it could be funny because it's a bad movie, or is it just an overall just unredeemable?
Yeah, it's unredeemable. It's unredeemable.
No? That's a shame.
I look at it like this: if it was so good, how come people aren't still talking about it? How come people aren't still going to see it? You know what I mean? It's trash. It was trash. It was a garbage movie. It was a garbage movie. It was made for people. It was made for normies and stuff like that. I mean, you have some Master Universe fans. You have some that are just like happy to see anything Master Universe on the screen. Me, myself, no. I want quality. I want quality, and this wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. It was not for me at all. I felt as though, and then you come to find out the writers of Barbie did this movie. So there you go. No wonder it's not made for boys. The writers of Barbie did the movie, so that's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get. That's what you got.
No wonder it's emasculating. They try to spread a feminist message for this.
There were so many emasculating messages in this film, and like that. Not only that, what really got to me was towards the end, where they was like and anybody talking about, oh, I haven't seen the movie yet, turn away from me. It's been over a fucking week and a half or 2 weeks now. Like, if you haven't seen it now, you ain't planning on seeing it. You just want to complain about some shit. Towards the end, you hear, he was like, so what's your name? He was embarrassed. He was like, I named myself He-Man. And they started laughing. They started laughing about it like it's a joke or they was like, you named yourself He-Man? Oh my god! And then they did this awkward ass laughing at the end. I guess it was supposed to mimic the cartoon or some shit like that. But it was a mess. That's
brand suicide. You don't have your movie mocking the name of your property and its main character outright in the.
But that comic shop scene, that said everything. That said everything you needed to know. Everything you needed to know about them making fun of Master Universe was in that comic shop scene. They made it seem as though like we're like these geeks, these man boys who can't grow up, and that we're awkward with no girlfriends and stuff like that. It was a mess. It was a complete mess. It was a complete mess.
Insult your audience.
Then they had a statue of Vicor up there, right? And He-Man starts humping it, making it seem like he's humping it to get the sword out. Like that was supposed to be funny. Yeah, this is when he was like, this, and you fist stuff, and you look around inappropriately at things, and I was like, what the fuck?
And he's hella small for He-Man,
Yeah, he's too skinny for He-Man. It was at one point he was jumping, and you saw like all this room in his boot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was all this room in his boot and everything like that. You
remember that commercial that came out? I think it was for auto insurance, but it had, like, Skeletor and He-Man in a fucking bar.
That's what they're supposed to look like.
Yeah, why can't they just do that?
You saw that CGI just now, right? We are past CGI looking like that. I don't care what.
No, that looks bad.
We're past CGI looking like that. Where did you see how you can tell it was like, it looked almost animatronic a little bit when he was on top of Battle Cat and everything like that? Again, there's another thing going on with them movies where I feel as though
CGI is getting bad. Yeah.
It's going backwards. I don't know if it's because of me watching too many films, but
no, there was a point when the shit was looking goddamn solid, right? Like they were making good, solid CGI movies.
Yes. What I say, there we go. That's the statue of Vicor right there. And then he starts humping it, trying to get the sword out. And that's supposed to be like a funny scene. It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. He skipped leg day. You understand what I'm saying? They put this big ass fucking, and yeah, He-Man is supposed to have a loincloth, not a fucking tunic or something like, you know, like the Roman gladiators would wear.
Like a gladiator skirt?
Yeah.
He's a barbarian. It's supposed to be fur.
Yeah, exactly. It was a mess. Trapjaw looked good, but he needed more muscle. Trapjaw is the bionic menace.
Dude, He-Man, it should just be Conan the Barbarian with, like, imagine if Conan found a bunch of old, broke-down Blade Runner technology. That's the movie.
Plain and simple. And you have people in there, oh, you can't find a guy that big, as in, I said they did it on Conan the Barbarian. And I know a bunch of juice heads that's larger than life that could have played He-Man or played any of these MOTU characters, whatever the case may be. It was a mess. It was a mess, ladies and gentlemen, and it was a slap in the face. I mean, you know, then people up there, like, with the copium, they're like, oh, they're going to make their money back with this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. I said, bro, they spent, you can essentially say they spent $200 million to make it. Then another 200 when it comes to advertisement and toys and all that other shit. They didn't make their money back. They didn't. The toys are sitting on the shelf. I can go to the store. I can go to Target and show you a whole row of these. They're not selling. They're not selling. The movie toys are not selling. It's very
Look how
hard
small the arm is, yo.
Look at that. Look at that. So
yeah.
that look. And then at the end, they had this post-credit scene with Oracle, and it just looked crazy. It looked nuts. It looked crazy. Like he was tripped out on some shit. He was like, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to kill it for you guys anymore. I've had enough of that film. I suggest you wait for it. If you're a MOTU fan, go see it. Go see it. But
yeah, it looks like the old 80s one had more like grit and atmosphere to it.
Yeah.
Like it has a certain feeling about the movie. This one just looks like some generic Marvel slop for the most part.
It was.
The forced comedy and humor that there's no, you know what I'm saying? It just seems generic. Wow, huh?
Yeah.
Is it? I bet you it's gonna be on streaming if it isn't already right now.
It'll be on streaming very soon. Very soon, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you. It will be on streaming very, very soon. I know I said I was going to bust open an action figure, but that Master of the Universe movie threw me for a loop, man. You know what? I'll bust open.
Was there going to be a Masters of the Universe action figure too?
No, ain't none of that movie shit. I ain't buy none of that movie shit, boy.
Oh, hey, did you ever get your Mondo toys? I think they started shipping to people now, right?
Boy, if I told you what happened, you're going to be like, Danae, you fucked up, bro.
Oh, no, don't tell me. Oh, no.
Yeah, man.
And you know them secondary prices are gonna be a motherfucker, you know?
I don't know what. Like now, I make sure I get the pre-order in ASAP, and I need that Mondo one. It's a wrap. I fucked up big time, man.
It's starting to hit people.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it. Because I do want that Mondo one badly, man. I want that Mondo one badly. But yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we got us a couple of I need a palate cleanser. Who is it at?
Need a palate cleanser from that movie?
Yeah, it was that bad. It was really bad, bro. Like I went and saw it twice just so I could really give my honest opinion and just break, because the second time I went in there with a notepad and everything. So I jotted, I jotted down everything in my phone and everything like that, like what I didn't like, what pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? Because there'll be times I go to review a movie and I forget, like, damn, I wanted to tell them about this, but it was a mess. It was
how big was the audience on second view?
What?
How big was the audience?
Oh, just a few people. Like just a few people. Like you could sit anywhere. Give me your opinion on what you made from what you saw of the trailer, like what you think of it and so on and so forth. What you think?
It's like I already mentioned that commercial, like that car insurance one. I don't understand why they can't just run that back, because that shit was looking right and it was a commercial. They look like they did from the cartoon with real life people, and then you look at this shit here, everyone's looking extra schmeedy and extra small. And with the technology we have now, especially with like AI and shit,
Right.
There's no excuse to have everyone looking so fucking microscopic compared to how broad they're all supposed to be looking.
Yeah, it was a mess. It was a fucking mess, man.
Not because all the dudes are supposed to look like peak humanity, and all the bras are supposed to be stacked and voluptuous and shit because they're supposed to be these ideals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they just look like regular people.
Yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. Ladies and gentlemen, Masterverse they're still releasing some, and I love the Masterverse line because it's more human-like proportions instead of the squatty stuff like this that I don't really collect. Again, I mean, I like what the IP brought to us, but I don't like old toys. This was given to me right here. I don't like this version right here. But because,
is that the Origins or whatever it's called?
Yeah, that's the Origins line. I don't like the Origins line. I don't like
it just looks like the old toys.
I don't like old looking toys. I don't like toys that look like the shit I had.
Yo, and that crossover, I hate that crossover shit, yo.
Yeah, I don't like none of the
TXE, man,
crossover stuff that they're doing. Like, they're doing one that's with G.I. Joe. No, they're doing one with
Transformers.
He-Man. Yeah, Transformers and He-Man. That's not going to work. That's stupid. That's stupid. So, over here is the Masterverse line. This is Stratos right here. He is from the Vintage collection right here. Masterverse on the top. And contrary to most popular belief, my boy Joe Amato, big MOTU fan, big MOTU guy, so on and so forth. He does not like Stratos. For what reason, I don't know, but I absolutely love Stratos. And yes, I understand he is a flying monkey man. Absolutely love him. Over here, you have the classic art that used to come inside of the comic book. This is the type of stuff I grew up on right here. And you have the nice deco on the side. I mean, some nice graphics along the box right here. Master Universe Stratos right there. Legal Mumbo Jumbo on the bottom. Now the question mark barcode right there. Pause it later on if you want. Mattel logo at the bottom. And we have up here at the top 30 points of articulation. All right. That's it for the box. We open this guy up. Come on. And we're going to go over some other movies too. Just going to bust this guy open for you guys real quick. And
gotta be gentle with the box.
Yeah. Yeah. And then put the box back and shit like the crazy. Just fucking crazy. You just defeated the whole purpose. She opened the box and then did this and sat the figure inside of it. It was
on the shelf. On the shelf.
I was like, what the fuck is she doing? That, for some reason, it bothered me.
That shit made me mad. That shit upset me. Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got some graphics right here. Over here, you got a little accessory section in here.
Got the ramen packet.
Did they come with a ramen packet? Yes. Nothing else left in there. Nothing else left in there. Put that over there. Got the Master Universe ramen packet. You can put this on your ramen. Right here.
Tastes like microplastics.
Oh, wow. And you know what? It comes with the alternate colors right here for Stratos, as you can see right there, if you want to bend his arms and everything. He has his signature jetpack right here, made out of a hard vinyl. And you have his wings right here. Great sculpting in the wings, but no wash or anything. No, they actually did do some. Look real good. You can see it. And then you have the alternate hands if you want to have him flying with open hands. Great sculpting on the hands. Very hard plastic. Nice sculpting along the hands as well, as you can see. And then we have my man right here, Stratos. All right. And he looks pretty good. He's big, though. See, again, nice size figure. Coming in at 7 inches.
I always loved his helmet with the goggles.
Right.
Always one of my favorite looks for a He-Man character.
Yep. This is pretty much like the vintage line. This is Masterverse doing the vintage line. I hope they do more. You're seeing them pop up. Because, see, they took a break from the Masterverse because of the movie, and I think they're going back to Masterverse because all of a sudden I've been seeing some Masterverse figures pop back up. And the Masterverse stuff sells. That stuff sells.
I thought they were shifting the Chronicles.
He looks really good.
Like that
great
new,
detail, great sculpt on them and everything like that. And yes, you can switch out the backpacks and everything like that. I'm not going to do that right now because I want to get to some more movie reviews. But yeah, Stratos looks good. He's very well constructed. Got some, it's on a ball joint right there. Got the nice ab crunch that you like, Kenny, right there in the middle.
Love to see it. Diaphragm.
Nice leg split, thigh cuts, double hinge knee, twisting at the what the fuck?
Calf.
Yeah,
Ankle.
twisting at the calf, twisting at the ankle and everything like that. He looks real good. And you can peg his backpack or his jetpack into his back rack here.
I like how he has options for both red or blue.
Yes, exactly. You can do either one. And yeah, you can get him in some real nice flying poses and everything. Now, he didn't come with the mace or anything like that, but I really like this. This looks really, really good. Okay, there we go. Now, as far as the backpack, if you want to lock it in, you lift this up and pull it out, and you put it back in. You put it in and slide it down right there.
I kind of like that as opposed to a straight peg that goes into a hole.
Right.
Because it actually locks in. Yeah, I like that.
How it locks in. And yeah, you can get the head to go up. Nice helmet, nice design. This is Stratos. He looks really, really good. I'm loving this right here. Get him some nice landing poses and everything, and some flight poses. And yeah, you can put these on. I'll possibly do that on a little YouTube short or something like that. Yeah, I'm not going to break anything this time, Rhonda. I'm not going to break anything unapologetically. I'll be breaking my toys. Y'all seen it happen too. I'll be breaking the shell out of my toys. But yeah, Stratos looks good. Masterverse line. Absolutely love that line. Great sculpt. Everything.
Yeah, unique sculpt for the body with the fur and shit.
Yeah. I like how they gave Stratos the simian face, like the monkey face, because they're flying monkeys. But he looks real good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give Master Universe movie 2026, I give that a 1.5. I give it a 1.5 out of 5 stars, out of 5 nerd pins. It was absolute trash. They could have kept that movie. It was garbage.
What's the 1.5? Is that just for Skeletor?
First time I saw the trailer, the words, them cash grabbing, IP carpet bagging, Hollywood jerks just lost my money, ran through my head. What a shame, gents. Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah. So next up, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to review a movie that I watched and that actually surprised me. It is called Obsession, right? I watched this and I was presently like, I was surprised. I was surprised at it. But it goes to show that things are changing when it comes to filmmaking.
Is this on streaming?
A lot. It's changing a lot.
Is this a streaming movie or is it on the Schmidt?
No.
His name is Mining 2.
Director Curry Barker. Writer Curry Barker stars Michael Johnson in Navarrete and Cooper Tomlinson. Pardon me for butchering that name, but it was man. Okay, so let's go into Obsession. All right.
How does this work? My son's assistant.
Pause this. Take the sound down because they be tearing me up whenever I play sound through here. Just maximize that. Come on. Okay. Let me show. Suspense is more powerful than shock. Atmosphere beats CGI every time. The audience imagination is the scariest tool in this room. The pacing is deliberate but never dull. The tension is constant but never forced. The payoff is disturbing without being exploitive. This is indie horror with confidence. The kind that trusts the viewer to think, feel, and interpret. And I'm telling you, like Kenny, I enjoyed this. This shit was good. It was really, really good. It was like, the score was crazy. Yo, wasn't that score good on this? It was good. It was like when shit happened, you was like, the fuck? It's one of those things where, like, I can tell you this much. The moral of the story is, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. It was good. It was very, very good. I can tell you without even going through all of this that it was a 5 out of 5 for me.
How's the pacing? Is it a slow burn or is it pretty?
It's slow, but you're going to watch the whole thing. You're going to watch that whole film. Because at first I was like this, right? Then I was like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. Yeah, like Mika said, so many open discussions on this movie. It was good. It was very good. Very good. Because you can look at it as though, like, all right, maybe this person had schizophrenia. Maybe this person was a psycho. Maybe this person was possessed. Maybe this person, like, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. I would definitely, like, yeah. It's really worth it. Mika saw this as well. It's a good movie. I would suggest if you're a fan of horror and classic style horror, check this out. This one kid did a horror movie better than what I've seen within, well, Weapons was good too. But this one kid, this is a young kid too that wrote this, that did this film, did better horror than what I've seen from What Made You Imagine. Why horror fans are calling it a must-see. It is a must-see. Its commitment to tension over spectacle, its grounded human approach to fear, its standout lead performance, its refusal to spoon-feed the audience. And yeah, it's in your face, bro. It's in your face. It's in your face. Get it? All right. It started out like you was like, oh, this is gonna be some old fucking like hipster type of no. This shit was rough, man. It was rough. The gore, when it came to the gore was rough. The gore was rough. It was like there, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to kill it for you guys, but I mean, you gotta go see this if you're into horror. Or I mean, yeah, that movie was good. That movie was good. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I felt like I was watching.
I think I did this.
You'll like it. If you like Donnie Darko, if you like
for sure,
American Psycho, if you like what's another one? It's another indie film. It even has a bit of Natural Born Killers in it. It's fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's really messed up, but it's good. It's really good. It's really good. It's really good. All right, I'm gonna give you a link. I'm gonna send you a link right now. But
5 though, huh? All right.
Yeah, 5 golden stars. It was
5
really
golden stars. All right. Okay.
It was really that good. It was really that good. It was really that good. But you know, I was like, because usually when a lot of people talk about stuff, especially certain classes of people, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you almost expect like a hipster kind of movie, just based on
and
what
the
people
characters
look like, right?
Like they're gonna be like,
yeah, I know,
type of dudes and like hipster,
like some coffee shop motherfuckers.
I was scared of this and I was scared of that, and it was good. It was really good. Let me send Shanika a link so whenever she wants to join in. That movie was good. This movie was real good. I would definitely say, if somebody was to say like, oh, this was Samsung heavy. I'm an Android person. Have I had iOS, had iPhones? Absolutely.
You still there?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna have to cut this show short. They said I got suspended.
What happened?
They said I got suspended for something. Let me see.
StreamYard is suspending you?
I don't know. Let me see.